Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Productions video. A while back I had a request to do a video on how does Vinny Vid Productions produce a video. So that's what this video is all about. Stay tuned and we'll show you how it's done. We'll be right back. Alright guys, to get my videos going, this is one of the cameras that I use. It is a Panasonic HC-V800. I use a shotgun mic on it like this, and the reason why you see a cord right here hooked up to it is because when I'm in this room, I bypass the SD card. That's the next thing I want to show you guys is the SD card. In order for you to take this camera out to you, or for me to take this camera out to my layout, I have to rely on the SD card. So after the video is recorded, I'm not going to record a video now. I have plenty of videos to do this demonstration. Once the video is recorded, then I will take the SD card out like that, and I will take it and put it into the computer. If I can find the slot. Where are you? Here you are. Like that, and it will show me so now it's showing me all the videos that I have recorded recently, okay, and I will just check each one that I want, and then I'll import. And once it's imported, then it will come into my video library. Anyhow, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get on with the video. So stay tuned, and we will be right back. Alright guys, I decided that I was going to go ahead and show you the process of getting this that last clip into my computer. So what I did was I shot that with this Canon. It's a Vixia. This was the very first camera I had when I started doing videos. It's a great little camera. There's a couple things wrong. Well, not a couple things. There's one main thing wrong with it, and that's this piece down here where it screws into a tripod is cracked, so it doesn't stay. So I use this as a handheld every once in a while. Anyhow, what we're going to do is the footage that we just did, we're going to go ahead and open this up, and we're going to go ahead and take the SD card out of here like that. Oops. And then what we're going to do is show you, let's see if we can do this, is we're going to take the SD card and we are going to slide it into, I can find the stupid slit. Come on. Really? I can't believe I can't find the slit. There it is. Looking in the wrong place. Anyhow, once that's in there, I'll push it in all the way. And this will come up, and it's going to ask me where do I want to import from. And I'm going to do this one because that's the E drive, and I'll do that. And right here is the clip that we just did. So I'm going to go ahead and click that right there, and you see down here it says import 1 of 21. So I'll hit that. Bam, it's there. Okay, I'll hit OK, and so now this is the clip I just did. I will take the clip I am doing right now and put that in here also, and then that'll complete the process of how I get a video to my computer and then to my editing software. So stay tuned and we will be back shortly. Alright guys, what you're looking at right now is my screensaver on my laptop, and you can see my cursor moving around. So down here I have some icons, and one of them is for Filmora. So I will click on that. It will bring this page up here, and we will go new project. It'll take a minute and it boots up like that. Now this is where you put your video clips or you can put him down here. If you put him down here first, it will automatically go up to here. So the first thing we're going to do is the video clip that I just did to do the introduction to this video. So I have my file open where I keep all my videos, and what I'm going to do is left click on the video I just did, and I am going to drag it over to here and put it up in my media space. And as you can see, that's the video that we just did as my intro. So now I will take that guy and pull him down here and bring him all the way over to the beginning. Bring over here on this side where you can see my cursor, there's a plus and a minus right there. If I minus it, it'll make the video shorter, and I can also do it this way to make the video shorter. It doesn't change how much video is in there, it just condenses it so I have on the timeline. Now you can see this white line here, that's the volume. If I do that, you can see the text comes up here. So let's just give it a try and see how it's working. Hey guys and gals, look. Alright, we know that that's working. Okay, so now we're going to drag another clip over here, and let's see, we'll go up to my shared media, and we will go ahead and take let's see, one of these guys we'll take, we'll do this one. That's my call to action is what they call it, and you bring it over here till you see that blue line, and then you know that these two guys are mated together, no transition. Also, I want to bring down my logo. I put that up on top, bring him all the way over to the beginning, and as long as he is highlighted, you can see there's no highlight there, but if I click on it, it highlights. I could put my cursor on here and I could drag this for as long as I want. Now I don't want it to be over this, so right here where this scissor is, I will cut that, and that will make this independent, so I can bring him over to here. So now in this space there is no logo. Alright, so now between this clip and this clip I want to put a transition. So we'll take up here at the top, it says transitions, we'll hit that, and I don't care which one I do, I just do one, and so we'll see how that looks. And there you go, right into that. So now that I have those done, I want to start bringing my video clips over. So we'll go back up here in the corner. I know you guys can't see that. Let's see if I can get you up there a little bit better. I think that might work. Oops. If you go up here in the corner where it says media, you go back to here and it brings up all the stuff that you want to bring over. So with that being said, I'll just bring one or two clips over and we'll show you how it's going to work. So this is just a random clip I'm bringing over. Oh no, we don't want it there, we want it up here. Yeah, there you go. Put it there. And now we'll just go ahead and take that clip and we put him at the end of this one, and you can see the blue line. So now I have a couple of clips done. I could highlight that again and I could drag him all the way out to the end here. Alright, so now the next thing I want to add on here is my subscribe button. So I have a bunch of stuff here, and it says shared video, and also has folder. And in my folder is where I have several things saved. As you can see, I have the Yankee Dabbler logo stuff going on there. What else do we have in here? I am looking for this guy. Alright, this is my subscribe button. So I'll bring him down here to the timeline on top of, I keep going up on the timelines. One thing I do want to stress though, you can do a video and audio on the video timeline, but you cannot do a video and audio on the audio timeline. The audio is strictly audio. Alright, so now we'll come over to here, and as you can see, it's all black. So what do I want to do here? I want to click on it. Oops. Just click on it like that with the left click, and up here I have more icons, and this one here says Chroma Key, and that's what I'm going to hit. And now the background color on here is black, so we will hit the black, and as you can see, it became transparent. Now I can click on that and I can grab one of the corners and I can shrink it down for as much as I want and just go in the middle somewhere and drag it down. So now this is what I have. And we'll run it for a second. As the grass and all that stuff is down, I will hit it with the normal detergent and glue and all that kind of stuff. Alright. Okay, so let's finish that out. Come on. Anyhow, would that be... Alright, so now if I want to put some text in here, I can do that also. First of all, we'll get rid of the Chroma Key. We'll hit OK because we know that that's set. Now if I want to put this in other places, I will right click and where it says copy, I will hit the copy button. But before I actually do that, I am going to lock these two so this doesn't wind up any place other than where I want it to. So we'll hit over here, there's a little lock. You hit that and you see it change colors, and we'll do the same thing down here. And that's locked. So now I can go on here and I will right click on it. And up here it says copy. And I will copy it and I will move this guy over to here someplace. And now I will right click on it. And I will go to where it says paste, and there you go. Now it's in the second place. I usually put these about 5 minutes apart. Alright, so next thing we're going to add, and of course I cannot add it while this is locked. So I have to unlock it. And this will not move now. It'll stay right where it's at. I want to take this, my last scene, and put him there. Like that. And we'll put a transition in there also. So we'll pick a transition, and I usually pick for this part here, we'll go to favorites and we'll go to fade. We'll fade out there, and then we'll also unlock this guy, and like I said, as long as he's highlighted, I can drag him out to the end. Alright, so this is what we have so far. Is we have the video clips, we have, oops, come on, we have my intro, we have the call to action, then on the top we have the subscribe buttons, 2 of those, and then we have the exit button. Now the last thing I want to show you is how I'm going to put some text in here. So we'll go up here to where it says titles, and we'll click on the titles, and I have one favorite. I mean, that's all I need really. And let's see, we'll go to back here to the beginning. And right on top of here, we'll take this guy, drag him down, and then we'll right click on it, and it says edit properties. We edit the properties, and let's see, over here we'll take care of that guy, hit the backspace, and it'll eliminate that. This guy here I don't use, so I just bring him down, get him out of the way. Now in here is what I want to put. So let's see, we'll put lights come to L Mirage. Okay, so now as long as I am on top of this right here, you'll see it up in here. Now I can make that bigger just by doing that, grabbing one of the corners, and we'll just leave it there for now. Also, right here where all my fonts are, I can go down here and I can pick a font. Now you see I have a couple of ones that I like. I got that one, and then we got that one, and 2 more down here. So let's pick this one. No, I don't like that one. Let's go with this one. Yeah, now you can see how bold the text got. Now I want to make that a little bit more fancy. So I'll go to here where it says advanced, and we'll pick a color. Oh wow, I didn't pick a color. Alright, let's go back. We'll hit OK, and we'll go back. We'll go here and pick more, and we'll pick the color red, and we'll say OK. So now you see that the text got painted red. Now we'll go to advanced, and we want to add an outline. Now I don't like the blue, so we'll go down here and we'll just go with the black for now. That looks pretty good. And then we'll come down a little bit further, and it has a shadow. Now we got to click on this where it says shadow, and you'll see that it added the blue shadow. I don't like where it's at, so we're going to change that by clicking on this here, right here, and I will put it up and to the right. I also can make it as thick or as thin as I want, or as far away as I want, and so on and so forth. So I'm okay with that. Alright, and so now with all that being said, I think that we might be good. So let me pause the camera for a minute. Alright guys, now that you've seen how I put the text in here, I want to give it a little bit of animation. So we'll go back to where it says Advanced. And up here it says Animation. So we're going to go ahead and click on the animation. And it's going to give me a bunch of stuff that I can choose. We'll just choose something that's simple and just do it right away. Alright, so this one here is just a drop down, double drop down on the letters. So we'll just double click on it. And that'll automatically give it to me here. So now I'm okay with that. We'll bring it back. Now we can make this as long or as short as we want, just by grabbing it on one end and just moving it like this, so that and there. So we don't want it too long. We just want to show everybody what's going on. So we'll go ahead and back it up, and we'll hit it here. And as you can see, it just jumped right in there. All right, guys. So as far as and then it jumps away. Finally, the last thing I want to show you guys is how to do the voiceover, and also how I do my my thumbnails. So actually, I gave this the wrong title because this is actually doing something else. So let's change the title out. Let's say scenery, more scenery. We'll call it more scenery. All right. And so now that should be there. This is more scenery. Alright, and we'll do the same thing with the drop down. It should be the same. So we'll come here and it comes down. Beautiful. Alright guys, so as far as I'm concerned right now. Okay, so that volume is way too loud. So in order to adjust that volume, what we're going to do is come down here on this line, and as long as we see that little hand on there, we can left click on it and pull it down, and it will lower the volume. There's also another way you can do that, but for now, that's how I'm going to show you how I do it. Alright, the last thing I want to show you guys is how to do a voiceover, and then we'll render this and see what it looks like. Alright, so to do a voiceover, let's get rid of this. We'll say OK, and we'll go back to media. Now over here on this side, there are more icons. As you can see, there's a bunch more icons down here, and one of them is a microphone. Now when I click on that microphone, it'll bring up another drop down, I guess you would call it, just like that. And we're going to move this over a little bit so I can see what's going on. Now this is not the right microphone, so we need to use digital audio interface to USB 0.0 capture. That's the microphone I want to use. I think that's the microphone I want to use. So like I said earlier, the only thing that will go down in audio is audio. So this will turn up to be underneath my original clip. So we're going to back this up to right there. And we're going to hit my little button right here. And it'll give me a 3, 2, 1. And then we'll start recording. So let's see how that's going to work. And I'm just going to say something random, whatever. Alright guys and gals, this is going to be a picture video on my scenery that's coming to the mountains here. I just want to see how this microphone is working and show you guys what's going on. Right now I'm doing some rock molds and showing you how the colors I'm using and this and that and the other thing. So now we'll stop that and let's see what we have. So we'll back this up and we will start it right there and see what goes on. Alright guys and gals, this is going to be a picture video on as far as Alright, so now you notice that the audio came in on the original clip, but I don't want that. So we'll back this guy up. Actually, we'll pull it to the end here. And what we'll do is the scissor, we'll click on the scissor, but it highlighted the wrong side. So we want to come over here and hit the highlight. Now, we can go on to the volume, and we can bring the volume all the way down to 0. Now, when we play it, and we're going to add some. Wait, let's put it where it belongs. All right. All right, guys and gals, this is going to be a picture video on my scenery that's coming to the mountains here. I just want to see how this microphone is working and show you guys what's going on. Right now, I'm doing some rock molds and showing you how the colors I'm using and this and that and the other thing. So now we'll stop that. Of this. This mini vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF 6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuz sent you. Alright guys, here's a few more things I want to show you before we end this video. And that is how I do my thumbnails and how I could add music. So basically at this point with the video, I am going to bring it back to here, and I am going to take my outro and bring him up there and put him up against the blue line like always. And we need to get this guy, and we'll drag him all the way out to the end, and then we'll adjust it later. Alright, and there's the end. And like I said, with those we're getting ready to render this. Now these guys here are the subscribe buttons. Like I said, I usually put them about 5 minutes apart from each other, so we'll move that one down the road a little bit more. And so now you can see that my logo is still up there. So what I want to do is I want to put transition, and I usually do a fade out on that, so it'll be fading out just like that. Alright, so now what I would normally do at this point is to sit here and watch the entire video, make sure everything is the way I want it to be, and then I will render it. So I'm not going to put you guys through that for right now. I'm just going to go ahead and hit the render button, and we'll see how it looks and show you how long it actually takes to render this. So in order to do that, we need to go to export, and we hit export, and we're going to call this video how I produce a video using Filmora. Okay, now it says here settings. I want to make sure that I'm set right, and here I don't. I usually set mine at 30 frames per second, which is right there, and everything else is okay. So now if we hit OK, and the time right now is 3:30 a.m. Let's see how long it takes to do an 18-minute video. Alright, and so now we'll hit export. Let's see, we are 17 minutes and 40 seconds. Really? I thought it was longer than that. Alright, export. Bada bing. Alright, so I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but it is 3:30, and we'll see how long it takes. Be back in shortly. Alright guys, it's 3:35 right now, so it took exactly 5 minutes to render almost an 18-minute video. Now, with that being said, you can see it just says open folder. So I already have the folder open, so I'm going to go ahead and close this guy, and I'm going to slowly move you over, hopefully, to my other monitor, and I can show you that, let's see if I can zoom in on this. Right up here, how I produce a video using Filmora. So that is the completed video, as well as down here is the thumbnail. So guys, I decided that I am going to go with something a little bit different. If you go to Google, you can find just about anything you need. So I found this picture of a camera, and I put my text over that, and it says, how do I produce a video using Filmora? So this will be my new thumbnail for this video, and I think that looks pretty cool. I'm not going to do anything more to it. I think it's just fine the way it is. Anyhow, let's get back to the rest of this video and see what else is going on. Be right back. Alright guys, the hardest part of doing a video to me is trying to put together a thumbnail. So this one here, you can see a bunch of jumbled up stuff over there. It's all stuff that I already brought out to try and put this thumbnail together. So as you can see down here, I've already got a color, and I'm trying to match the color of the Filmora logo, and you'll see that in a minute. So I went on on Google, and I went to look for some pictures. So the first picture I saw was this picture of a camera, and we're going to put that over there like that, and you can see now it's on top of the green color that I picked. Now let me explain. Each one of these guys is a track or a layer. So what we're doing now is layering. So the next thing I did was I went online again, and I looked for a Filmora logo, and I found the Filmora logo, and you see that I just added that there. And now just a couple of pictures maybe from within the video. So we put this guy up in here, and then a picture of yours truly saying what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. And then finally I have the text saved right here. I'm going to first adjust all of this stuff because I think they're a little bit too small. So we'll start up here, and we'll just click on it, and we'll grab a corner, and we'll make him a little bit bigger, and this will be the standard. So we'll do the same here. Alright, now these two might not be able to get to that same size. We move him down a little bit maybe, and again with this guy over here, and move him down. I think that's a little bit better. Now with all of that being done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the text over that I already done, and we'll see how this looks. So here we go. Bada bing. Now I might have to adjust this a little bit because I think it kind of blends into the background. I may have to use a different color for the text stuff here. So let me play around with that, and I'll bring it back when I have the finished product. Alright guys, and we're back. I came up with two different ways I want to do the fonts on here, or two different colors I should say. This will be the first one, and there you go. It's kind of orange with a yellow trim and then a blue shadow and this and that and the other thing. I think that's okay, but I think that this one is the one I'm going to choose because it's bright and you can see it and all of that stuff. So now that I am happy with that, I'm sorry if you see my cursor screwing around the screen. Now that I'm happy with that, I will go up here like earlier, and I will go to the camera, which is down here, and I will hit that camera, and this all of a sudden becomes my thumbnail. Now here it is over here, and I'll bring it down here just so you guys can see it, and we'll roll into it, and there you go. So that is my thumbnail for this video. Anyhow, with all that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this little tutorial on how to use Filmora 11. I have not updated it. I think there are a couple more updates, but I have not updated. Anyhow, with all of that being said, as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. BNSS 6951 of Any Vid Production, out for now.